wanna know what's made it ever? You know what made everything worse?
What?
I can tell it was that lady that died. And you wanna know why?
Why?
Because my mom still remarks to this day how, she really didn't like kids.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Indeed. And now imagine you're trying to sleep in your own bed, and all you can see out the corner of your eye is a shadowy figure, and you can literally feel them watching your every move.
Totally not like something I've experienced for most of my life now. Well, sort of.
Alright, now I'm gonna get this thing level 5. So yeah. But basically, what really kicked me in the balls about the entire situation, and I'm never gonna shut up about this no matter how hard everyone gets to do, is that I feel like he wanted to do more than just stare at us and freak us out. When you can sense someone's fucking goddamn intent, oh, you know it's on like Donkey Kong. He wanted to throw us and literally beat the living shit out of us. And you wanna know how I can tell that? The night she was fucking staring at me while I was laying in bed. Literally could not.
Run.
But she couldn't. That's the good part. The fucking ghost couldn't do a damn thing. Which makes me wonder what level of fucking ghost she was.
Definitely not poltergeist, probably. Was she able to move things, though?
Not really. More like, if the house was quiet, you might hear movement, or you might hear a noise, but that's it.
Okay, then that might be, you know, her spirit tapping the walls and stuff, you know, walking around. So, not poltergeist level,
But
which is when...
the intent to harm was so much there, it was like she wanted to, but something was stopping her.
Maybe there was another spirit there protecting you?
Maybe. But whatever she couldn't do,
Because...
whatever was stopping her, she could tell it was pissing her off. She wanted to harm me.
Then that would be malevolent level of intent from a spirit.
The fact that her form was mostly dark and shadowy and smoky looking. And yes, I do remember it.
It's so vivid then.
But the real scare. This is what I'm glad about. Wait, and here's the thing. You know how you could tell that it was so fucking scary?
Huh.
My freaking dad, my fucking sister, because my parents were divorced, when my dad showed up to the house we were staying at, my sister clinged to him like there was no tomorrow.
Jesus.
Like, yeah. And I'm just sitting over here like, I can agree with her on that one, because it was bad. Like, although I didn't have a very big vocabulary back then, so. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I was still in grade school. Or middle school. One of the two. Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna say middle school because, I think, yeah, the earliest I can remember is, like, 2012, when I moved into the house I'm currently in now. Sometime about 2011, maybe. So that's basically the entire fucking story and all the goddamn details, but yeah. And honestly, that's why when I see the game Phantophobia, I'm like, yeah, you have no idea what the fuck you're getting yourself into. Imagine doing Phantophobia, the video game, IRL.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You need Jesus, bitch.
You need furry Jesus, bitch.
You want sure? Go get furry Jesus.
Which is funny, because that's actually one of my friends on the VRC.
Oh god. That's an interesting story. But yeah, that would be almost malevolent level. Almost.
All I can tell you is whatever stopped her from attacking was much more powerful than she was. So basically you're dealing with someone who has a greater affinity for hatred, but is being stopped by something that you can't even sense whatever was stopping her. You just knew it was there. And whatever it was, it did not want it harming me for some reason, or my sister. And it was having no gripes about it. It was almost as stubborn as I was, but more angry. It felt like. Like, whatever was doing it for a noble cause, but it was angry with it. Like, angry with people. The only thing that fucking woman could tell in her as a spirit, and I knew as a child, is whatever was keeping her at bay, if she managed to somehow harm me and my sister, it was game over for her. And that was the funny part, how you could tell that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Which raises the question, who the fuck was looking out for me? And this is kind of why I believe in some form of God, but I don't believe in
see, at least some sort of deity, yeah.
Yeah, because the fact that whatever was keeping it at bay wanted me to lose, that's where I was like, okay.
So, you know how I just told you about the story with the family and the castle shit? I got that from watching a video from Sam and Colby that was released this previous Sunday. And one of the first spirits they actually talked to for one of their devices?
What?
The pastor.
I wonder what they got from the pastor.
So they asked, "Are you an Okero?" He said, "Was." He doesn't consider himself an Okero anymore in the afterlife. After that betrayal. And, by the way, towards the end of their, talk with him, was basically him saying, beware Tide, or, back then it would be pronounced as Tig, which was his brother who stabbed him in the back.
So his brother's a spirit too.
Yeah, they're both dead. And they're both still in the castle. That's ghosts. Imagine being betrayed by your own family member to die, and then they die, and you're both ghosts in this same castle. Imagine how awkward that would be.
Jesus Christ, you got a lot of family issues to look out.
Especially when you still hate one another in the afterlife.
You have an eternity to figure that one out.
Pretty much until you go to some sort of heaven.
Or the universe implodes.
Actually, if the universe were to implode, would your soul still be there?
It would just be... honestly, your soul would be floating in the void of space, technically.
Probably. Oh yeah. Another thing with Sam and Colby during their night investigation, they were doing another session, right? Where they basically use themselves as the instrument, or as the device. Basically giving up their own energy so that a spirit can draw something on paper. Guess what they got?
What?
A cross that finished exactly at 3 a.m. The devil's hour.
You know what's funny? We've been talking about this, and it's literally 4:23. We've been talking about this straight till 3.
Yep. I'm aware.
There's nothing like a video where you have some fun gameplay in the back and the most casual conversation about fucking the undergoes of the living and the unliving world.
Pretty much.
You have the people who believe, and then you have the people who don't believe. I don't believe in no ghosts. Say
Who
that
gonna call? Experience is everything. Experience goes above literally everything.
And that's funny, because, well, you gotta keep in mind, we are literally creatures of life. We have to experience it for ourselves in order to actually understand.
Exactly.
You're not gonna take word of mouth unless you really think you can trust this person. But at the end of the day, you don't even know who you can trust at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And that's why Twitter exists. Yeah, you want to make amends for your ugly past, and you're already doing so, but no one believes you? Oh yeah, that's Twitter for you.
Yep. That's Twitter.
Twitter making one grand mistake at a time. Oh, fuck. But yeah, that is basically interesting. You know what's funny? There's actually a haunted place where it is. Like near my hometown. I won't disclose what it is. Just know it's actually a hotel and a movie theater.
Oh?
Yeah. It's fucking haunted. If I did tell you that was, I'd basically be giving away my own location. So, for sinners' sake, and for God awful if someone actually came to my location, I'm fucking losing it. It really depends on who it is. Yeah, my hometown literally has a haunted area.
Oh yeah, probably didn't even mention what the fuck the chapel was called on that castle.
What chapel called then?
So after the pastor was stabbed by his brother, and all the sacrifices, we can say, it was called the Bloody Chapel / the Chapel of Blood.
Oh.
Yeah, a place where you worship God, called the Chapel of Blood. What the Just what the hell is wrong with you? That family has some fucked up shit, not gonna lie.
Chapel of Blood, everyone. Chapel of Blood. But yeah. You know, with a name like Chapel of Blood, it makes you wonder.
Well, Chapel of Blood / the Bloody Chapel.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, it really does make you question a lot of shit.
Yeah, it kind of does. But no, I feel like it was more like, I feel like that situation was a lack of understanding. Not knowing, because remember, religion didn't exist then.
No, see, when the Ocaros were around, yes, that's after Jesus Christ. But the demon that's been there has been in that area since the age of Druidism.
Oh. Wait, did you say
Which is...
Druidism?
Yes.
Oh, Druids. I know what Druids are. They were mentioned in 7 Deadly Sins, so I kind of get it.
Yeah, Druids are people, or, you know, basically, who worship different things, like energies or anything else, but not one being. They worship what they like of the supernatural instead of a god. Which is why that place has pretty much been haunted for 2,500 years. 500 BC. Before Christ. Yeah. Makes you wonder.
Kind of does. Which is ironically sad, because at the same time you gotta consider the factors there. But here's the real kicker. You wanna know what's the real scary thing? I live next to a cemetery.
Then yeah. Possible spirits over there. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's the thing. My connections, like with spirits and shit, I kinda don't get that feeling about spirits anymore. I used to, but not.
And that's understandable.
And I don't know why. I kinda thought it was a bad thing, but I also don't know good thing. Because keep in mind, I'm like, maybe it's because I've gotten older. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, as you get older, it's said that, you know, you start to lose that connection more unless you, quote, focus more on yourself, basically.
What do you mean, focus more on yourself?
Essentially, focusing on the energy in you.
My energy is confused
Because
with
we
chaos.
all, because the thing is, every single one of us on this world has the ability to actually witness and stuff of the paranormal. We just have to have the will to do it. The focusing on ourselves. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
The only thing that I don't seem to understand, or I'm probably failing to understand, is what that means. Like, what do you mean, like, energy? Like, one's soul itself? Or the energy that flows within everything?
Essentially, the energy that flows through everything. The aura, the energy, whatever you want to call it. And because remember, spirits feed off of energy. To even exist in the first place, they feed off of the energy from every single life form. So when you focus on yourself more, in a way you're becoming psychic for the supernatural that you get. And you know, you do it enough, you get to the point where you experience the supernatural just on a daily basis. And to the point where you can just visually see the ghosts as if they were actual people. See, I don't really get it all too much, but yeah, that's just what I get from it.
Maybe it's more like... the way they say it. Maybe it's something similar in nature.
Yeah. I mean,
Why children
think about it.
Children
Yeah, I mean, I just think about what do paranormal investigators use nowadays to talk with ghosts and stuff? Technology.
Technology.
What did people back then, in like the medieval ages and stuff, use? Their own fucking energy from their own selves to be the conductor. Yeah. But my head is still wrapped around the O'Carroll story, though, of how fucking twisted their Christianity was.
Oh god.
Because, I guess, it's the same Christianity we have nowadays, pretty much. But they did it in such a twisted way, though. Like, I'm sorry. You don't think you're going to hell for literally killing over 100 people in this one pit?
Yeah, here's the funny thing. And this is just me finding this very funny. How funny is it that, like, you think, oh yeah, I'm not gonna really doing this, but here at the same time, you think to yourself, like, at the same day with it's like, I'm not sure how to put it into words, actually, to be honest. Fuck.
Fuck.
We'll come back to biting the ass later. Sure it is.
I just like the fuck.
Fuck. Like, here's the real kicker in the log that I find really entertaining. It's something. It's something else.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, I was focusing on this. Although, some people say it's aura, because here's the thing.
Yeah, it's our aura